Osho, what is freedom, individual and collective?
Freedom is a three-dimensional phenomenon. The first is the physical dimension. You can be enslaved physically, and for thousands of years, man has been sold in the marketplace just like any other commodity. All the Negroes that came to America were purchased like commodity. Slaves have existed all over the world. They were not given human rights. They were not accepted really as human beings. They were subhuman. And they are still being treated as subhuman. In India, there are Sudras, the untouchables. 1/4 of India is still living in slavery. These people cannot be educated. These people cannot move into other professions than decided by the tradition for 5,000 years. And to think of them as human is impossible. Even to touch them makes you impure. You have to take a bath immediately. Not even to touch the man, but his shadow. Then too you have to take a bath. So there is physical slavery and there is physical freedom. That your body is not enchained, is not categorized as lower than anybody else, that there is an equality as far as body is concerned. But even today it is not true. The woman's body is not considered equal to man's body. She is not as free as man is. In China, for centuries, the husband had the right to kill his wife without any punishment, because the wife was his possession. Just like you can destroy your chair or you can burn your house. It is your house, it is your chair, it is your wife. In Chinese law, there is no punishment for the husband if he kills the wife, because she is thought to be soulless. She is just a reproductive mechanism, a factory to produce children. Mohammedans marry 4 wives, which is absolutely ugly, because nature keeps a balance in the world. There are equal number of men and women. And if one man marries 4 women, then what about the 3 men? But this is nothing. Just 40 years before, when India became free, one of the Mohammedan states in India, Nizam Hyderabad, the Nizam had 500 wives. But that too is not the limit. The Hindu incarnation of God, Krishna, has 16,000 wives. And at least Nizam's wives were his own. He had married them. Krishna has taken anybody's wife whom he liked. No consideration that she has children, she has husbands, she has to look after them. No consideration. He had the power. And to have 16,000 wives is so stupid that you cannot even remember their names. But it was thought just because the woman in India is property. The more you have, the better. And of course, an incarnation of God has to be allowed to have the largest number of wives to prove that he has more property than anybody else. So there is a slavery of the bodies which still continues in different ways. It is becoming lesser and lesser, but it has not disappeared completely. Freedom of the bodies will mean that there is no distinction between black and white, there is no distinction between man and woman, that there is no distinction of any kind as far as bodies are concerned. No body is pure, no body is impure, all bodies are the same. But this is the very basic of freedom. Then there is the second dimension, psychological freedom. There are very few individuals in the world who are psychologically free.